The Jays have a series sweep in their grasp, but they cannot hold the lead, and they lose 10-8 in 10 innings to the Seattle Mariners. Now, yeah, they do win the series, and they end the homestand 5-1. So, overall, not a bad series, but definitely the finale leaving a bitter taste in Jays fans' mouths there. As, Cal Raleigh, this guy is turning into a certified Jays killer. Went 2 for 4 today, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, had the game winner. I think he hit the tying hit too. He had a 2-run shot to bring them within 1 or something like that. Like, he was all over the ballpark today. He had the home run in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series against Manoah. He had a home run in Game 1 of this series against Manoah. He was on fire all series long, and a big reason of why the Jays lost this game in 10 innings. Look, they were up 8-4. No Jordan Romano, no Eric Swanson available for this game today. So you were going to get other guys in there, and you needed to have some help. You didn't get it. Let's get to the scoring plays of this game and how it all played out. First inning, not pretty for Chris Bassitt. Doesn't get any help from the umpires, though. A couple really bad missed strikes that were called balls, and it leads to a couple walks. Then he hits Teoscar Hernandez, and then Trammell, just off the IL, hits a grand slam. And it is 4-0 Mariners just like that in the top half of the first. But bottom half of the first inning, Matt Chapman rips a double to left field. Both Bo and Vladdy come in to score, and the Jays cut the deficit in half. It is now 4-2. All right, you're feeling okay about yourselves. Bottom of the second inning, Bo Bichette hits a 460-foot moonshot. A 3-run bomb, and the Jays have the lead. It's 5-4. Awesome stuff. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Danny Jansen rips an RBI double. Matt Chapman comes in to score. Then Santiago Espinal hits an RBI single to left, scoring DJ and Alejandro Kirk. And the Jays have scored 8 unanswered runs. It is an 8-4 ball game. Bassitt is settled in nicely. It's a great start to the game. Great start. But then, after Bassitt leaves the game through 5 innings, top of the 6th, Teoscar Hernandez hits a solo shot off of Trevor Richards. And then the top of the 8th inning, off of, wasn't Zach Pop, was it? Was it Zach Pop? Hold on a minute here. Who was it that allowed the... No, it was Anthony Bass, excuse me. He allows the 2-run shot to Cal Raleigh to make it a 1-run ball game, 8-7. And you're asking for Jimmy Garcia to get you a 4-out save. He gets the first out, but then he walks the leadoff guy to start the 9th. And that's a disaster waiting to happen. And then he gives up an RBI single to J.P. Crawford. Caballero comes in to score. And we are tied at 8. We go to the top of the 10th inning. After the Jays have had chances to add on, but they couldn't. Cal Raleigh goes deep again. Suarez scores in the play. They take a 10-8 lead. Jays have a chance late with Vladdy and Bo up with a tying run on base with 1 out in extras. They can't get it done, and you lose 10-8. Something that Kevin Barker has mentioned a lot on the radio. The Jays need that 8th inning guy that is no-brainer. Now, sure, people are going to say, well, Eric Swanson right now. And yes, him and Romano had been used both days, so you're not going to use any guy really a third day in a row if you can avoid it. And maybe this early in the season, they're just not going to do it. Clearly, they were up 1 run. You would have gone to Romano there in the 9th. But with starting a 4-game set against the Red Sox, not only giving a day off or anything, you choose not to go to him. And Trevor, let's go through the pitching staff, right? We'll talk about Bassitt in a second, but Trevor Richards goes 2 innings, allows 2 hits, 1 run, the solo shot to Teo, gets a couple strikeouts. He wasn't terrible, but he allowed the solo shot. Anthony Bass goes 2/3 an inning, and his struggle season continues. He goes a third inning, was 1 hit, 2 runs, only 1 was earned because Santiago Espinal committed a routine ground ball error, and that cannot happen. It can't. Right? Jimmy Garcia goes an inning and a third, allows 1 hit, 1 run, a couple strikeouts, and walks a guy. And Zach Pop goes an inning, allows 1 hit, 2 runs, an earned run, because that was the second bomb by Cal Raleigh there in the 10th of Zach Pop. No Blue Jay reliever today threw a scoreless inning. And that is after the Jays have gone an insane amount, streak-wise, when it comes to not allowing any runs. So that ended fast and with a halt. Offensively, look, you got 14 hits. You had 8 runs. It's enough to win a ball game. George Springer, 3 for 6 with a run scored. Big day for him. Bo Bichette, 2 for 6, 2 runs scored. 3 RBIs, obviously, on the 3-run shot that he hit. Vladdy went 0 for 4 in the game. Did walk twice, but you love to see him come up with that big hit. Did score a run. Matt Chapman, 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. The guy is incredible. Alejandro Kirk continues his really good play. 2 for 5 with a run scored. 14 hits for the Blue Jays. 8 strikeouts. They walked 4 times as well. In the end, it's the bullpen. I'm sorry, an 8-4 lead. You're in the 6th. You should shut it down. You did not. And Chris Bassett, after giving him a grand slam in the first inning, like I mentioned earlier, really settled down, went 5 innings, only allowed 2 hits. But the problem is the bases got loaded because, well, one, the umpire, the squeaky calls and stuff. But either way, you walk 2 and you hit a guy. You're asking for trouble. He allows 4 runs, all earned, walks 4 total, strikes out 7 in the game. It's not a terrible outing for Chris Bassett, but in the end, one big swing, it's a 4-0 lead. Just like that. I don't care that the Jays came back and scored 8 unanswered. It's a grand slam in the first inning. You're asking for trouble. Now, credit to him for settling in and doing a really good job through the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th to allow the Jays to get back into the ball game. However, the bullpen caved in, and that's all she wrote. Now, let's move on, because let's be honest, who wants to think about this game much more? I do not. The Jays now open up a 4-game set at Fenway against the Red Sox. Game 1 is Jose Barrios on the pitching on the mound for the Blue Jays, looking to maybe continue his dominance over his last 3 or 4 starts. He's 2-3 with a 4.71 ERA, and you're going up against Corey Kluber, who's 1-4 with a 6.75 ERA. That's their opening day starter. It's pretty tough. Yusei Kikuchi gets the ball in Game 2. Tanner Houck gets the ball in game for the Red Sox in Game 2. And Tanner Houck's actually been a pain in the rear for Blue Jay fans, albeit his stuff, 3-1 with a 4.5 ERA, so take it for what it is. And then Game 3, they don't have anything listed here. But I'm going to guess, Blue Jay-wise, it's going to be Manoah and Gausman in the final 2 games of that set. I'm trying to see if we have a Red Sox starting pitching staff for that game. I'm assuming it's going to be Manoah for the Blue Jays, and there it is. Nick Pivetta for the Red Sox, and then where's Red Sox in the finale there on Thursday at 6:10? Brian Bayo gets the ball for the Red Sox against probably Kevin Gausman. So there's the pitching matchups for the 4-game set against the Red Sox. What are your expectations? What are your hopes for this upcoming set? And for me, hey, you got to win 3 of 4. The Red Sox are a sub-500 team in the AL East. They're not going to be a playoff team this year. Pitching-wise, you're facing Corey Kluber, Nick Pivetta, Brian Bayo, and Tanner Houck. It's not Murder's Row. And for the Blue Jays, Barrios has been outstanding recently. Kikuchi's been outstanding recently. You have Gausman and Manoah pitching in your final 2 games. I'd be shocked if they don't take 3 of 4. And they should. They really, really should. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the ending to this game, that's for damn sure. Smack that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? The Twitter and Instagram links are down in the description, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. The Discord and TikTok links are down there as well, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition. Hold on a minute. Let me quickly check one last time before I wrap this puppy up. It is 2-1 Panthers at the start of the 3rd period. By the time most of you guys watch this video, you'll know the result, and you will know who the Leafs will be playing once we it's 2-2. We shall see what happens in that game between the Panthers and Bruins in Game 7 at TD Garden to figure out who the Leafs play. When we do figure that out, I'll be giving you guys a round 2 preview between the Leafs and whomever. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one, and I will talk to you guys on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, Game 1 against the Boston Red Sox in Boston. All right? We got Jose Barrios on the mound for the Blue Jays, and, oh, crap, who was it? Not Nick Pivetta, not Brian Bayo, Tanner Houck, no. Short-term memory loss, I swear to God, guys. First, I'm exhausted. Almost a 12-hour workday, and the internet is gonzo. Great. Hold on. I'll figure it out in a second. This is a disaster. Corey Kluber, right? The opening day starter for the Red Sox. Who could have forgot that guy? Jose Barrios, Corey Kluber, 7-10, first pitch at Fenway. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching and putting up with my nonsense. We'll talk to you guys then.